Howdy, partner. Good to see you. We are currently on a van speeding towards the beautiful sewer city of Pork Belly. How do we get here? Yo, they hit you way harder than I thought. Okay. You know this is the newest chapter of Starfetchers, right?
What is the state of our union?
What I personally love about Starfetchers is that it just drops you into the middle of its fuck-ass weirdo world with no context, and you just gotta roll with the punches. Especially in this one, because that's all you're gonna be doing. I can't even do my usual, this is game name and genre joke, because Escape from Pork Belly shakes up the whole formula. And it's a sequel, so you know... Okay, I'm gonna shift into context mode for a second. The game focuses on the Thorns, a duo of fuckheads who leave behind normalcy and their dead-end jobs to pursue the goal of killing Doghead, and reign as the baddest assest gang in the whole wide world. Unfortunately, our little sweeties have run into the first snag in their plan, which is indentured servitude. You control Zambezi, who is the blonde, unruly face card of the group. While Sanyati, the protagonist of the first chapter, is present, they're more of a cheerleader for Zambezi's, who is more used to fisticuffs. By indentured servitude, I mean no-holds-barred cage matches, where if one dude beats the other to death, his only reward is another match the next day tomorrow. With roguelite elements.
What does he mean by that?
To help us out with training, Sanyati armors up and lets us smack him around. The game controls like Punch-Out if Little Mac was hopped up on stimulants. You'll need to be able to split your focus to really shine in the fights. Your mouse controls this cute little cursor which determines which direction your body is facing, as well as where your punches are going to be thrown. Good old WASD controls where you're Dempsey rolling, and pressing back causes you to duck and dodge out of the way of certain attacks. You'll have to keep watch for where the enemy fighter is punching, and move your body out of the way while still staying close enough for your punches to connect. It's oddly Bloodborne-like, where it's better to actually stay close to the enemy because dodging at the last second gives you more time to shove a fist down a throat. However, the most interesting part of the game comes after you knock out one of the randomly generated freaks. Hey Nevada, bring the van around! After each fight, you're tossed back into the kidnap van where you're given the results of the bout. How well you dodge and how many punches you string together directly correlate to how much money you have for upgrades, healing, and Binding of Isaac accessories. I really don't have a better name for them than that, but we can get to them if you press left on your keyboard. So I'll see you over there, gay boy. There's around 10 to 15 of these bad boys, or more, or less. I didn't really count. The important part is they add passive to Zambezi's punches. Like the fake vampire teeth give lifesteal, and the Cookie Monster snapback ups your damage when you're broke. They also slightly change Zambezi's sprite, which is very cute. You can also upgrade your stats here. Strength, speed, health, and all the accessories scale with your stats, so it's possible to coordinate on a build or two, but it's not nearly deep enough to have like a min-max psycho run. But the important part, which you're going to quickly learn, is you can talk to Dallas, and that's the only reason you're here. Look at her, she's goddamn adorable. You can talk to her and she'll tell you her backstory, and you can get friendship points with her, and you can unlock a bunch of cute little outfits. Yes, she has a whole lot to do with the story as well, but we'll circle back around to that when I'm talking about themes. Currently, I need to tell you what pressing right does. I hope that was self-explanatory. I need to talk about something esoteric. I need to get it oh my god. My personal favorite aspect of Starfetchers is the writing. The sentences are constructed with a mix of internet slang smashed into silver case tier cyber self-reflection. I don't care if anyone gets that, because it's the only sentence in my head that gets close to the mindset of a person who wrote Teeth of Deranged Cigarette Snipers and Their Nicotine Dogs. I wasn't lying about the self-reflection of starfetchers though. The characters themselves know how ridiculous their world is, and they're just doing whatever they need to avoid getting swept away. Across the first chapter, between slicing some fuckhead in a demon onesie in half, you'll have people reckoning with the fact that the most lucrative job in their society is gang member. It's a world built around taking from others, and it's easy to see the parallels to our own reality. Zambezi and Senyati starting the Thorns is similar to quitting your shitty job and going full send into an artistic endeavor. Moving to the big city as an actor, writing a book, making an indie game. The first chapter of Starfetchers focuses on the bravery of taking that first step and the challenges that come with even lifting your head towards a goal. Escape from Pork Belly focuses on the other side of the coin. What about the people who had those dreams and became paralyzed by that first step? It was so daunting they never even tried to see how it would turn out. They retreated to the comfort of not trying and being happy with, well, it was never meant to be, I didn't have a real chance anyway. It's easy to write these people off. Just another person who never moved out from your hometown. A person you don't have to think about because they'll still be wherever you last saw them. These people still have a passion for life. They just need a push to show them that it's worth pursuing. This person is the shopkeeper Nevada. I don't love Nevada because she's a cute and stylish 30-something girl failure. I love her because she's a person who thought she missed out on her chance at living. And the game does everything in its power to prove her wrong. Dallas is the first character you see when loading up the chapter, and it makes sense as she's 95% of character introductions. With enough friendship points, you learn that she was kidnapped by the Rhinestone Cowboys as well, and forced into her announcer position. The Rhinestone Cowboys is the official name of the group that kidnapped the Thorns and kicked off the plotline of the game. They're not important for what I'm talking about, because what I'm talking about is Texas getting closer to our boys as they rise through the ranks of the Fight Club. She'll drop little bits of lore in between offering milkshakes and backroom gambling deals. You can learn that she's actually hiding her lifestyle from her family because she's incredibly embarrassed at how it turned out, coping that her life is still better than most. Yet even with all this guilt, she makes no attempt to step into the arena to try and win her freedom. I mean, she's a normal person. She could get hurt. Why would she be able to do what others couldn't? It's at this point you really start to feel for Dallas, because it's so easy to get trapped in this vortex of self-doubt. So much so that you just want to prove her wrong, you know? Not in a malicious way, but in a... Your mind is the enemy here, not the world. You know? It energizes you. At this point in the game, the difficulty is spiking up incredibly. But still, you're energized to learn the movement, learn which stats synergize with which accessories, and finally, you get to a boss fight. Which are fucking crazy. This is where the soundtrack really kicks in, and I've been avoiding mentioning it because I wanted to lay out my love for it right here. Every song is perfect. The composer of the track, Saffron, really gets the vibe of Starfetchers, and the music sends you to this wonderful realm of grime and blood. Each track easily conveys the adrenaline of being tossed into a ring with a dude twice your size, and the announcer just screams, "Kill each other." I've explained all the pieces, but it's only when they're swirling around in your head from a haymaker does it all click. The story, the gameplay, the style, the emotional connection, that's Starfetchers, baby. The passion to try, the bravery to say, fuck you, pal, I'm doing it anyway. It's a hardcore punk rock game that speaks to the losers and burnouts of cyberspace. Of course, this is just my interpretation of events, and there are things I've left intentionally vague because I want you to play this game. Starfetchers is a project that speaks to me personally. It was the inspiration for the first silly little video I ever made, and I continue to make those silly little videos, albeit at a glacial pace, today. So, I just want to return a little bit of the goodwill that Starfetchers has shown me. It's $8, and that is more than enough for the gaming fulfillment you'll get out of it. The creators actually reached out to me a while back and told me how much they liked the first video and recently gave me a code for the new chapter. The developers are just so kind and so talented. The world should buy their video game and allow them to continue making it. Buy it now! Anyway, that dude had Uzis. Isn't that nuts? Don't you want to see if you can beat him with just your fists? Dodge the bullets, pussy! Hello. Thank you for watching. This was kind of a short video, but it's more of a love letter to what is a side chapter to an unreleased game that I already think is better than 90% of what's out there. I am going to make more videos, so if you did like this one, please like and subscribe the video. I really appreciate it. If you hated it, please write a comment telling me how much you hated it and how ugly you think you am. Ugly you think you... Thank you guys for being patient. I'm going to be more active online. I can promise that. But more stuff coming soon. Lesson 3, kisses.